I met the monk on a day when the sky felt heavier than my heart. The kind of day where the air seems thick with regrets and every step forward feels like dragging chains. I remember walking into the small, quiet monastery perched on the edge of a cliff. The kind where the wind speaks in whispers and the rocks seem to hum with secrets. I didn't know what I was looking for, only that the ache inside me demanded an answer. Pain, I thought, is something you endure, something that teaches you lessons, something that stays with you like an unwelcome shadow. And yet, in the presence of this monk, that understanding began to unravel. He wasn't young, nor particularly imposing. Yet there was a weight to his presence, a calm gravity that made the chaos inside me feel petty. I asked him without preamble, "How do you let go of pain?" He didn't answer right away. He led me to a stone courtyard where the sun poured golden light over jagged tiles and moss-covered steps. He pointed to a tree, its branches gnarled and twisted, yet reaching toward the sky with defiance. "See that tree?" He said, "It does not resist the wind, it does not curse the storms, it bends, it yields, it lets go of what it cannot hold. And in letting go, it lives. So must you." At first, I thought he was speaking of patience or endurance, but his eyes held a deeper truth. Pain is not something to conquer. It is not a beast to be slain. Pain is a current, and to survive it, you must learn to float, to drift, to release the tight grip on what cannot be fixed. I had clung to my pain as if it defined me, as if the story of my suffering was the only narrative worth telling. Every night it whispered to me. Every thought carried the echo of old wounds, the betrayals, the losses, the quiet betrayals I had endured from life itself. And here this monk, with his quiet wisdom, was asking me to release all of it, not to forget, not to ignore, but to allow it to exist without letting it imprison me. He led me to a small pond, its surface glassy, reflecting the sky as if the world above had decided to mirror itself perfectly. "Throw a stone," he said. I picked up a rock, and before I could ask why, he continued, "Each of your pains is a stone. Hold it too long and it weighs you down. Toss it into the water and watch the ripples. Pain does not vanish, it transforms. It becomes a part of the world around you, not your captor." I threw the rock. The splash was loud, the ripples spread outward, touching every corner of the pond, distorting the reflection for a moment before calm returned. "Notice," he said, "how the water does not resist the stone, how it embraces the disturbance, allows it, and moves on. You must do the same. Allow your pain to touch you, and then let it drift away." I wanted to argue, to tell him that some pains cannot simply drift away, that some griefs are anchors that drag the soul under. He looked at me, a faint smile forming, not of amusement but of deep knowing. "And yet, all grief is like water," he said. "It can drown you only if you refuse to swim. You must learn the art of floating." That day he taught me a practice, simple but profound. Sit, breathe, observe, imagine the pain as a leaf on a stream. Watch it float. Do not grasp it, do not resist it, do not push it under. Watch it drift past. I tried skeptically at first. My mind screamed with reminders of my old scars, my lost opportunities, the people who hurt me, the moments I wished I could erase. But slowly, as the minutes passed, something shifted. Observing the pain without judgment, without clinging, was not weakness, it was liberation. Pain, I realized, is like fire. It can consume, it can destroy, but it can also warm, it can illuminate. Only if you hold it too tightly will it burn you. Only if you grasp it with fear will it scar you. Letting go does not mean absence, it does not mean denial. It means witnessing, accepting, and releasing. In the days that followed, I returned to the courtyard, the pond, the gnarled tree. I practiced the art of release, learning to greet each wave of pain with the question, "What is this teaching me? How can I allow this to exist without letting it exist in me?" And slowly the chains loosened. Old resentments began to dissolve like mist under the morning sun. I discovered that my body, burdened by tension and memories, began to lighten. My thoughts, once a constant storm, found moments of clarity. The monk spoke rarely, but when he did, his words struck like lightning in a clear sky. "Pain is inevitable," he said. "Suffering is optional. Clinging to what cannot be held is a choice. Letting go is freedom." I began to see that pain, when embraced and released, could become a teacher rather than a jailer. The mistakes I had made, the betrayals I had endured, The moments of shame all could be transformed into insight, compassion, and strength. And the strange thing was, the more I let go, the more I could feel joy, not as an escape from suffering, but as its companion. The monk showed me that letting go was not a single act, but a daily practice, a continuous conversation with life itself. Every morning, every interaction, every fleeting emotion was an opportunity to practice. Pain would arrive as it always does, but now I could meet it with curiosity rather than resistance. I could watch it ripple through me and then pass like the stone in the pond. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in strokes of crimson and gold, I asked him, "Will I ever be free of pain entirely?" He smiled gently. "No," he said. And that is precisely the point. Freedom is not the absence of pain, but the mastery of how you hold it. The moment you stop clinging, the moment you allow life's currents to flow through you without trying to dam them, you discover a vastness inside yourself you never knew existed. I realized then that all my efforts to escape suffering were misguided. I had chased distractions, numbed myself with noise, filled my life with activity, all to avoid the discomfort that is the very essence of being alive. But the monk taught me a deeper truth, that pain is not the enemy, but a guide. The only enemy is the fear of feeling it. And in that fear, we imprison ourselves. So I learned to feel. To let the fire touch me without burning me. To let the river pass without drowning. To let the storm blow through without being swept away. Each act of release became a meditation, a dialogue with the self, a sacred recognition that life is transient, and that holding too tightly to anything, grief, resentment, regret, is a refusal to live fully. I began to notice the subtleties. The way sunlight danced on the edges of leaves, the soft murmur of wind over stone, the quiet laughter of a stream over pebbles. Pain no longer drowned the beauty, it accentuated it. Letting go of the heaviness allowed me to inhabit the present, to witness life with an open heart, and to engage with joy that is not fleeting, but grounded in understanding. One day, as I sat beneath the tree that had first taught me about yielding, I understood the paradox that had eluded me for so long. To truly hold on to peace, you must release everything that is not peace. To truly embrace love, you must let go of anger. To truly know joy, you must let go of suffering's grip. And in that moment, a deep serenity settled in my bones. It was not a grand revelation nor a dramatic epiphany. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, like the soft settling of dust after a storm. Yet it was profound. I knew that life would still bring its pains, as it always does. Loss, betrayal, disappointment, unexpected sorrow, they are as certain as sunrise. But now I possess the skill of release, the art of floating, the courage to meet the waves and let them pass. The monk never said these things directly. He did not need to. He showed them through his presence, his simplicity, his unwavering calm. He taught me that the path to letting go is not in fighting, not in resisting, not in suppressing, but in observing, embracing, and releasing. And so I leave you with this. Pain will come. It will knock at your door unannounced. It will whisper lies, tempt you to grasp, demand attention. And yet within you lies the capacity to meet it without fear, to float above it, to let it move through you without imprisonment. Imagine each pain as a leaf on a stream, each grievance as a stone in a pond, each sorrow as a gust of wind bending the branches of your inner tree. Watch them, acknowledge them, and then let them pass. There is a strange liberation in this practice, a quiet triumph that cannot be seen but can be felt in the subtle lightness of being. You begin to live not in denial, but in acceptance. Not in suppression, but in clarity. Not in reaction, but in conscious choice. Pain no longer owns you. You own your response. And in owning your response, you reclaim the most sacred of all freedoms. The freedom to live fully, to feel deeply, and to engage with the world as it is, not as the residue of your past suffering would have it be. So I urge you, take a moment today, reflect. Identify the pains you clutch too tightly. Picture them as stones, as leaves, as gusts of wind. And then, with intention, with courage, release them. Feel the weight lift. Notice the ripples of transformation in your mind, your body, your spirit. This is not a one-time act. It is a lifelong practice, a conversation with yourself, a dance with the impermanence of life. And as you practice, you will notice subtle shifts. A smile lingers a little longer. The sunlight seems warmer, your breath a little freer. Life is still life, but your experience of it becomes richer, fuller, more profound. Pain is inevitable, yes, but suffering is not. You can endure or you can float. You can cling or you can release. And the choice, every moment, is yours. Carry this wisdom with you. Let it guide you through the storms, the heartbreaks, the endless challenges. And remember, letting go is not giving up. It is stepping into the fullness of life with courage, awareness, and grace. Life will always test you, but the monk's lesson remains: bend, yield, float, release, and in doing so, find your own profound peace. If this resonates with you, if you feel a flicker of understanding or a spark of motivation, take a step further. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video to let others find it. And subscribe to Echoes of Greatness for more journeys into the mind, the heart, and the soul. Every story we explore together, every lesson we uncover, is a reminder that greatness is not in avoiding pain, but in mastering the art of letting go.